Attention football fans, the Black Queens of Ghana's hope of qualifying for their first ever Olympic Games hangs in the balance, and these are the details. Welcome guys, my name is Selassie and I'm just a guy who loves women's football because I believe that the world will be a better place with the success of women's football. Now before I begin anything, I just want to know, have you purchased your ticket for the game that is happening tomorrow? A little bit told me that the tickets are almost sold out, so if you haven't, please do get your tickets for tomorrow's clash between the Zambian Copper Queens and the Ghana Copper Queens. Don't take my word for it. Take the word of Rachel Kondonanji for it. Let's hear what she said.
So papa 28 February bazimandola toreisa pa Levi Patrick mwana wasa tuma ticket nyida ine na myebele last time natwera nakaviri but watu ama 20 kwa bantu ama 50 mama na mwaikata pono nakazari pakchuleni napo urakwari ka dreama mweba ikere kona mwisho fondera ndaponona watu wati. Enjoy yourself para muretambako. The Copper Queens did win the wonders, Mwashua. We love you and continue supporting us. Looking forward, we will be waiting for you at the Levi Patrick Manawasa Stadium.
As you are aware, the first leg was played in Accra, Ghana, and the game ended 1-0 thanks to a beautiful goal by the world's most expensive player, Rachel Kondonanji. Rachel Kondonanji took an advantage of a defensive blunder which actually happened through a set piece. There was a transition and she took advantage. It was like 1-on-1, 2-on-2, but she had the upper hand with her speed and technicality. She took her time and was able to chip the ball over the goalkeeper. Now moving on, Coach Noah Hugla really knows what at stake for this game. And for Zambia, they also want to go back to the Olympics and prove what they can do. For Ghana, it is their hope of qualifying for the first ever Olympic Games, and Zambia is the one standing in their way. Now, the Black Queens of Ghana need to win the game by a 2-goal margin in order to qualify for the final round of the Olympic qualifiers, or they have to lead by at least 1-goal margin to be able to take the game into extra time or into penalties and hoping to win the game by penalties. That is going to be a very tough test, as if you look at the records, Zambia has barely lost a single game at home throughout the 2023 calendar year, and they don't want to begin the year with this loss at home. The Black Queens on their hand knows that it's all to play for right now. What can be done for things to change in the second leg for both teams? One of the ways that the Ghana Black Queens can turn this game around is to make sure they get a goal in the first 20 minutes of the game in Zambia. Because getting a goal early in the game will actually boost their morale up, and with the hope of maybe probably dampening the spirits of the Zambian Copper Queens. Because if that is not done and they keep the score line at an aggregate of still 1-0 into the halftime, it is going to be difficult for Ghana to qualify for the next round. However, the Copper Queens know that this is their home, this is their ground. They will be playing in front of a packed crowd, and of course, they know what's at stake as well. They would also have to make sure they are able to contain the Ghanaian attack, just like they were able to contain it in the first leg in Accra, because you notice that they allowed Ghana to have all the ball, soak the pressure, but however, Ghana was not able to convert those chances. And of course, they really also did well setting defenses. Their goalkeeper had to come out and pull a lot of saves here and there, but they can't also really allow Ghana to have the ball so much in the second leg, because Ghana will now be looking for a goal, and they've learned from their mistakes in the first leg. I'm not sure that if they are gifted those chances that they got in the first leg, they are going to miss out on all those chances. So Zambia will have to make sure that they are able to contain the Ghana attack and they are also being able to have possession of the ball more in order to the scoreline the same way, and probably also get a goal to keep them ahead of the tie. Also, if they are able to get a first goal also quite early in the first half of the game, that will also send a lot of shivers down the spine of the Ghanaian team. And scoring one goal is a different thing, but coming back from a 2-goal deficit is not going to be an easy thing at all. One of the positives in the Ghanaian squad in the first leg were these two players in the defense, Susan Dua and Janet Ejir. Now, I don't know how the coach Nora was willing to play these players, but if they are able to still play both of them on the same side of the defense and probably not use that 3-back system that she used in the first half of the first leg, it is going to help the Ghanaian team to go all the way and probably win the game. Notwithstanding, the Zambian Copper team also need to find a different way of attack through a different player aside Barbara Banda and Rachel Kondonanji. Although the defense of Ghana in the first leg, they were able to contain the pressure from Barbara, but we could see that they really let Rachel to be free on the left flank, and that's how come she was able to get those chances and probably convert some of them and almost score some of the goals as well. But Ghana itself has to be able to know how to contain these two defenses. But Zambia also need to switch their points of attack. I love one thing that Bravanda did during the first leg as well. She knows that, of course, all eyes will be on her. Rachel Kondonanji also knows that all eyes will be on her. So what happens is when the Zambians were attacking, both of them goes together. And Barbara will pull defense away to allow Rachel to be able to enter, or vice versa. And this was really a very big trouble for the Ghanaian defense in the first half, because in the second half, they didn't really do so much of a defense because Ghanaians were the one doing most of the attack. But then again, Zambia can afford to play just like they play in the first half, trying to soak the pressure, and score Ghana on the transition. Or another thing that the Ghanaian coach or the Ghanaian team has to look at is their goalkeeping department. Of course, we know that their shortstopper Cynthia Conlan is not available due to injury, and it's now between Vic and Kerry. And honestly, if you ask me, I wish that Kerry will start in this game. But then again, I'm not the coach. But if it is Vic who is still going to start, she will work on her decision making as well, being able to know when to come out, when to come in. And that will also be able to help her, because the goal that even came, if she had come out quite earlier, she would have probably prevented that goal, but she delayed a bit. And now by the time she was coming out, Rachel had more time to be able to chip the ball over her. So probably they really need to work on their goalkeeping departments, because their first goalkeeper is not available. So they really need this to be sorted. Zambia, on the other hand, like I said, they really have quite a decent squad. They really played very well in the first leg with the way they were able to contain the attack of the defense. There's not so much that they have to change in the Zambian team. I foresee probably the same coach Bruce using the same first 11 in the first leg, and probably that's might be able to also help them get over the line with this game. But notwithstanding, it is going to be a very great game. And mind you, if you have reached this point and you haven't subscribed, use this 1 second to hit the subscribe button, like it, and share and comment who you think is going to win the tie in the comment section below. So to conclude, these are some of the changes that I think I might see in the starting 11 of both teams. For Zambia, I don't see any change in their starting 11. They are probably going to maintain the same starting 11 in the first leg. But for Ghana, I think probably Frida Isi might not be starting. Also, the coach might now have to play a 4-back system instead of a 3-back system, because in the first leg, she played a 3-back, but there were no full-backs or wing-backs to go to drive the ball. So she might probably bring in much more fast-paced wingers, maybe like Comfortable or Stella Nyameche, or probably Sharifa, who also came into the second half of the first leg. So that's what I foresee happening in the second leg in terms of the lineup changes. But then again, it is going to be a very cracker game, and the game, it goes on tomorrow, Wednesday, 28th of February, 4 p.m. GMT and 6 p.m. in Zambian time. So make sure you get your tickets. If you are not able to get your ticket, make sure you log in to be able to watch the game live. I'm sure it will be live streamed on the Faz YouTube channel. So make sure you set your reminder. You can't afford to miss this game. Now, in other news of the qualifiers, Nigeria have secured their ticket to the next round of the qualifiers, and they will be playing Tanzania or South Africa. Now, at the time of recording this video, the Tanzania and South Africa game probably just started. But South Africa is leading by 3 goals to 0. So probably I don't think South Africa is going to slack in their home. It is my prediction that South Africa is going to face Nigeria for a fight for a ticket to the Olympic Games in Paris later this year. Other games coming up tomorrow as well is the game between Morocco and Tunisia. Morocco is currently leading 2-1 on aggregates, and they will also be hoping that they'll be able to finish the game and probably wait to see if they face Zambia or Ghana. So this qualifiers is really going to be a very sweet tie, and of course we can't wait to see how this unfolds. So that's all, folks. That's the updates of the CAF Women Olympic Qualifiers 2024. And if you want more update like this, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Follow us on X at SN Women Football, and also follow us on TikTok at the same handle, SN Women Football. And let's take this game to the next level. Until I see you in the next video, I'm Selassie, and I'm just a guy who loves women's football. Cheers.